It's Week 7 of the National Football League. And we'll see Kirk Cousins.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Jets at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They'll run with Hall. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
4th down, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. In motion left goes a tight end. Hall on to give up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Cousins now. And he fires one incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You look at the Steeler defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the Steelers make their way out, led by their 4th-year quarterback, picked up in the offseason from the Chicago Bears, Justin Fields.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
Well, that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. The Steelers' new punter for 2024, Corliss Waitman, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Jets will take over. The Jets offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Harris. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On play action, Cousins. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw, Cousins. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins here going to change the play. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Straight ahead is Hall. Oh, what a move. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. Play action now. Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They'll give the Hall. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Cousins. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's 1st play. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Harris running straight ahead. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to try to jet sweep on 3rd and long. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Jets going to take over now late in this 1st half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They go play action. Cousins. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Final play of the half. Cousins buying time to his left. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll toss to Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. A third down now. And those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Play action. It's Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Dances by him. Down the right sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 53 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jets offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this next position. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And this is caught by Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing, Cousins. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
That is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. From the 34-yard line, here's a second down and 9. Out of the gun, Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, 34 yards. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Cousins. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Caught by Wilson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Hall. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
To throw is Cousins. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good. Here we go.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Fields. Got an open man. It's Pickens. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back to the ground now. Patterson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Fields now to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. Here's Fields. Got an open man. It's Washington. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run again with Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will make this a 19-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Jets.
Cousins again. That's complete to Lazard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Cousins. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he stopped immediately there. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.